The one thing I want to say about the Lions, and I think this is important overall, at every turn, they've been in some way disrespected. Like Dan Campbell was made a laughing stock for the way he handled his press conference. Nobody believed in him. I went back and looked at several publications the year he was hired, and he was ranked by every single one as the worst hire in the coaching cycle, right? The worst by every single one. And look at where he is now. Look at how beloved he's become now. Jared Goff is somebody that everybody said, oh, no, it was McVay. McVay made him great. He's trash. He's no good. Nobody was excited when Goff went to the Lions. We see what he's become. The draft class last year was mocked by so many people. The Lions have managed to shut out the noise and simply do what they think is best for their organization at every step. And now they look smart. And that's just... I think there's a lesson for every bad team, for every team that's trying to figure it out, for every team that's stuck somewhere. There's a lesson. At some point, you got to make the moves you believe in, and you got to shut all the noise out, and you got to be patient, and you got to create a culture where everybody is fighting for each other. And there is this sort of moment with the Lions where it feels like, hey, all of this disbelief everybody has fueled us. And I know that's common in a lot of locker rooms, but in this locker room specifically, so many people have had something to say in a negative way about all of these players and the way the thing was built and how it came together. For it to be where it is right now is a massive up yours to everybody that had something to say, but it's also a massive lesson to every team that's trying to figure out how to fix their culture. Because I think the Lions have hit a home run.
I mean, we're going to talk about this more on Thursday, but as you sit here right now, you think the Lions can go in there and win?
If San Francisco plays the way that they played last weekend, they won't beat this Lions team. This Lions team is every bit as explosive offensively as San Francisco can be. So now it's going to be who can step up. Now, I think the Lions defense has some real issues, and I think they could get carved up, but not if Brock Purdy doesn't play better. And maybe it was the rain, maybe it was the elements, but I don't think Brock Purdy can get away with being who he was for 3.5 quarters and beat this Lions team. Because let me tell you, you mentioned the Lions have never been here. Remember the one guy that has. Because Goff's got a big old Super Bowl experience, right? Like Goff can turn around and say, hey, I've been here. I know exactly what this moment is like. And he's been
played in a freaking Superdome. The Superdome, 140 decibels, right? Like he beat the Saints in that game. Yeah, I agree with you there. That's a good point.
I feel like Goff has played so well over the last few weeks. Like a quarterback with that level of heat, I don't want to bet against him.